Which stands one nation under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Morning, everybody. Morning. Morning. There's probably around some leaks on this recording. Welcome to the regularly scheduled commissioners meeting of September 18th, 2025. Housekeeping note, this meeting is being recorded. We typically start with introductions. Mrs. Stolly, would you like to do the honors?
I'm Harriet Stalley from Johnsonburg, and I'm helping out with that pantry.
And I'm Gloria Morello from Johnsonburg, from Helping Hand Food Pantry.
Marilyn Seco, the Courier Express and the Daily Press.
Matt Fry, County Treasurer.
Rick Brown, Solicitor. Greg Bauer, Commissioner.
Fritz Lecker, Commissioner.
Pat Straub, Elk County Chief Clerk.
Emily Anders, Office Administrator.
Sierra Hines Dickinson Center. Shai Carlo, Penn State Extension, and here for the Cameron Elk Suicide Prevention Task Force.
Leedy Ryder, County Register Will, Recorder Deeds Clerk of Works Court.
Tom Moore, IT Director.
Great. Now we have a guest over there.
Michael Anderson, Taxpayer.
Good morning, everyone. Thank you. Next on our action list is approval of the agenda. We do have one amendment to make. We have gentle ladies from the Johnsonburg Food Pantry, Helping Hands Food Pantry here today to provide an update. So I would like to amend the agenda to include them under presentations. I need a motion to do that.
I'll make that motion.
I will second that motion. So we have a motion made and seconded. All those in favor, but amending the agenda, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. And I should note that Commissioner Quisenberry is excused today. He'd be very sad that he missed it.
It's called a bride.
A bride. Yeah, not for me.
You'll get her.
That's right. Yes, he would. Well, he might. I don't know. What do you think, Pat? Hard to say. Hard to say. So with that amendment, we move on to approval of the minutes of the September 4th, 2025 Commissioners meeting. After reviewing the minutes, are there any questions, comments, or edits? Hearing none, I'd make a motion that we approve the minutes of the September 4, 2025 meeting as presented.
So moved.
We have a motion. I'll second that. All those in favor, signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. Next, we have presentations. So today we have Harriet Stalley. I mispronounced that the first time. I apologize.
You're fine.
And Gloria Malala, Stalley and Malala. From here, so, from the Helping Hands Food Pantry in Johnsonburg. So,
Yes, ma'am.
ladies, guys do a tremendous job over there.
Thank you.
So the floor is yours. Give us an update.
Well, we're still feeding the families in Johnsonburg that are they call them families with food insecurity now, and they call them neighbors. We have anywhere from 70 to 90 neighbors that we feed a month, and well, that's boxes. We distribute that many boxes each month, and it actually adds up to, on the biggest months, about 100 or closer to 200 people because of the families. We if a family has 4 or less, they get 1 box, and the extras that we have, we get surplus food from Walmart that on the day of our distribution, and we usually get bread and produce and meat that we give out that day, and those families get those in addition to the boxes of food that is non-perishable that we package. In fact, we're packaging boxes this afternoon, because tomorrow's our distribution day. And since COVID, we've set up a drive-through on our parking lot, and the Toths, Dennis, Dr. Toth and her husband own the building, and they've made it so that the Friday afternoon of our delivery, they don't do office hours, so they let us use their parking lot. So we have a two-row system that we have people come in. We have gotten some signage because we're having some trouble with the traffic because of it being in downtown there, and we've gotten some signs, so we have people line up on the one street to actually go around the little blocks if there's nothing on anymore, and they park if it gets really busy. So on the busy months, which are usually the winter months, they are in a line better than being right in the middle of the street. So we've worked that out. We have great volunteers. We wouldn't be able to do what we did if we didn't have our volunteers. We have volunteers that help on the days that we get our deliveries from Second Harvest and from the state and from Elk County Foods, and Elk County Foods has been wonderful. They actually deliver our food to us. So yeah, we've been very blessed. We've been blessed. Harriet's our volunteer coordinator, and I know she can't say enough about the people that work with her. Tony King is the volunteer coordinator for the men. He makes sure we have men that can lift boxes and put them in the cars and all that kind of stuff. So we've been very blessed. I don't know, Harriet, want to add anything?
I think the volunteers are just exceptional. I have girls that will come, some of us are a little bit older. I can't lift a 45-pound box anymore, but we have people that come and do that for us, and I have subs. We have 2 girls that are on vacation right now. I'll be gone next month, so I'll be training someone today to do my job. But the volunteers, I can't express how great they are. I mean, they're right there on the spot, and we've even talked about rotating. They don't want to rotate because we all get along so well. And
We do, we do anywhere from, depending on the month, 60 to 80 boxes, packaging them, and that we do it in an hour, a little over an hour. It's a pretty good system that we've had set up. I don't know what else to say. We appreciate the money that we get from the county because that helps us keep in food. So.
I like to say, one of the programs we started, we have put cards in all the churches, funeral parlors, as memorials, and all
That's
the
helped
churches.
us get some.
Yeah, I'll
extra.
tell you, I go to Holy Rosary, and Father has been very, very helpful. And they call me I've got probably 6 or 7 people that give me money every month, so I don't know who they are.
Yeah, they don't put their name.
They
in.
don't
Just
put
put
the money in the
it.
memorial card. They just put the money in the envelope. And what did we just get from?
It was over $300.
Oh,
We got a big check.
We got a check from
We got-
Erie, the diocese in Erie, which our church is.
$840.
We got $840. So I know.
$804.
Yeah.
Something like that.
So
Yeah.
I know Father had something.
That was a food hunger appeal that they had, and they split it amongst the different agencies. And our portion was $800, so.
But
we
all the
appreciate
churches
that,
have
too.
been very, very generous. That was just a good idea one of the girls came up with, and the funeral parlors too. So that's been another one of our better fundraising.
That's a great idea. It sounds like you have a tremendous partnership with your community.
Yeah,
Very much so.
I've
I've come in and there's food at the door out of it.
really.
People will just bring it in, and which is fine, but I have to account for it. I have to weigh it.
yeah, we have to weigh all the food that
Everything.
gets donated.
Yeah.
The food that we
Oh, really?
get from, the state, they take care of, they know how much they've given us. And the food from Second Harvest already has the pounds in it, so we don't have to worry about that, but anything that we get from Elk County Foods or donations, we have to weigh.
And we
So
have,
all the food that comes in from Walmart
I have to weigh that, and then I have to account for it, to turn
whether
it
it's bread or produce or just to separate all that too as well, so. Yeah, it's a little bit of an operation, we're appreciative of what we do have, and we're definitely appreciative of the help that we get from the county and others, so.
I think one of our biggest problems is we just don't have enough room.
Yeah.
I would like
Oh,
to do it more often, but when all that food comes in, I just don't have any place to put it.
Yeah, we can't have super surplus, we don't have the space for, we have enough for usually the month. And then we're refilling, or, we might have a little surplus, but we don't have a lot. We have enough that if someone would come up and ask for a box, we can definitely give out some boxes during the month, but we don't have enough to give out twice a month or 3 times a month or 4 times a month, like St. Mary's does. I don't know how they do that.
Also, we're in conjunction with the police officers. They know, I always make sure when I leave on tomorrow, there's boxes ready to go, because sometimes the police will come in and give a pop box, and I've shown them exactly where everything is. And they have during the night, they have came in and got food, which they report to me later. So we have a good, recourse with them too. And when we were having trouble with parking, our chief of police came right in and he helped us with the
The
traffic.
fire police.
And the fire department also.
Yeah,
And the fire department also has been a big help. So you're right, everybody in the community has really been helpful, and I just really appreciate that.
That's tremendous. So you serve the Johnsburg area school district?
yeah, Johnsburg.
Well, FEMA money is school district. We did have some people from Wilcox, but they have been since deceased.
Yeah, but we do serve them.
But we do, we
Yeah,
do serve.
Yes. Yeah, there's actually still a few that come from Walcott.
There's none. Who? Who? Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah.
Yeah, there's some.
I guess I'm always thinking older people.
She's inside, she's doing the new people that are coming in. I'm the one who's outside giving the boxes.
Great.
So most of our new people have been just Johnsonburg, but we do serve the whole district.
That's the way FEMA money is distributed between school districts.
Right. So to whom do you have to report the poundage?
It goes, we have a coordinator that works for us. I have to dump everything we get.
They reported to.
Second Harvest?
Asking who, Second Harvest.
Second Harvest.
They require strict reporting, don't they?
Right.
Everything that comes
And I
in,
think she also reports it to Northern Tier.
northern tier too.
Yeah, because, I think Dave Malaz needs that information as well, I believe. Rachel Keelofer is the person.
From the borough office.
She does the actual recording. We give all the paperwork to her. And
She's a record keeper.
She's the record keeper.
So there's a partnership with the borough.
Yeah, we have a good
Yes,
relationship with
absolutely.
the borough. There for a while, they were coming and getting our empty boxes. Now she's our box delivered to the.
I take them to the recycling center. We recycle the old cardboard and plastic that we have they have the shrink wrap over those things. Anything like that, we put that in our box so we can get more benches and we
Yeah,
give
that's
the
great.
boxes over to the recycling center. We actually have, recycling places now in Johnsburg, but I won't put them in there because I don't want to fill them up for social residents. And if I put them in, I fill it up. So I just
Right.
take them over myself.
To yourself. That's
So,
great. Well,
yeah.
sounds wonderful.
Thank you.
Thank you for providing that service.
Yeah, and thank you for helping us out. We appreciate that too.
You are welcome.
Where are you guys located at in
In the
Charleston?
Cherry Square Mall,
Okay,
across from it's Lindbergh Furniture now, or the, physical therapy place from Penn Islands.
okay.
If the dentists own that building now.
Yeah, the dentist office.
Yeah, the dentist people own that building now.
Yeah, they've been very, very, like I said, they make sure they don't have, appointments that day and they let us use their parking lot. And we have a 2-row, thing that we're giving the people the food, so it doesn't take that long either. We distribute on the third Friday of every month from 3 to 4:30.
And it's pretty crazy, couple hours there.
Oh, yeah, it is.
Yeah.
That's why we had to have the police come and help us with keeping the traffic flowing and.
Yeah, because we don't want to block traffic.
Well, see, what happens, the buses come at that hour.
Right at the beginning.
And the
where-
bus driver.
Yeah.
Smack between workflow. So we had a little issue, and the police were very, very helpful with that, and then the fire department too. And we have like extra bread or whatever, we give that to the fire hall, because you can't keep it forever.
Well, yeah,
And they use it for their dinners, in fact, they use it on.
we usually freeze it and then tell them they can come and get it, and when they're ready for it, they thaw it and then cut it up for stuffing and whatever.
They
So
use
they
that
can
Friday
do
or on this
their
week.
Tuesday dinner, because they have stuffed pork chops and stuffed chicken breast.
Because when I went in, they said, we used your bread.
That's
Everything
great.
we got, we make sure it's been used.
That's great. That's really important. And again, a pat on the back to you and all your volunteers. That's an important community service. So thanks for being here.
Thank you.
We do appreciate the updates. So
Thank you.
you're always welcome. Okay, moving on to resolutions and proclamations. First of all, we have Suicide Awareness Month. And we have Chai and Sierra here. Floor's yours, ladies, if you'd like to say anything.
Thank you. So we use September as an opportunity to increase awareness about the importance of talking about suicide. And the mission of our task force really is to work on reducing stigma, to help people feel more comfortable reaching out for help, to instill hope, share resources, provide intervention and postvention. And so our task force has, over this past year, really taken on a really dedicated effort to increase awareness to the 988 crisis line that's out there, to spread the message to just how important it is that if someone is struggling or they know someone is struggling, that they're not alone and that they can call 988 any time of day and be connected to someone to get that help. So we hopefully everyone here has seen the 90-day coins. It's been encouraging. We continue to get requests to refill the locations in the community that we have placed them. I'm continuing to be surprised, even just up here on the second floor. I probably put out 25 coins a week that
really?
you don't think of a lot of foot traffic up there on the second floor, but they continue to be taken. We also had the 988 and the stigma books that are throughout the community. We're often in many places where we're giving out wallet cards and stickers of 988, trying to increase that awareness. And we have 2 events coming up soon. Saturday is the Sunshine for Sage ride. It's an annual Jeep ride. So we have ducks with 988 this year that when individuals check in, they will automatically get a duck as a way to ensure we're getting this in the hands of people who maybe still feel they have that stigma about coming over and reaching for them. So you probably see us out really doing a lot of education about that. We have a training coming up in October that's a joint effort between the VA and myself. We'll be doing the QPR SAVE training at the Veterans Advocacy Network on October 27th. So trying to continue to increase knowledge of what to watch for and then increase someone's confidence in knowing how to start that conversation. So that training is coming, as well as there'll be future QPR trainings throughout the community. And Sierra's going to talk about an event looking at that postvention piece of it.
I never heard that word before. I even wrote it down, postvention.
Oh, really?
Interesting, yeah.
Wow. Okay. That's good to know. So I'm Sierra Hines. I work for Dickinson. I oversee some of our children's prevention services programs. I oversee the ones that are going on in the school with the school age kiddos. So one of the programs that I run is the Signs of Suicide program. So we deliver the signs of suicide to kids 6th to 12th grade in all of the Elk and Cameron County schools. This year, our goal is to expand it to the elementary school because unfortunately suicide rates are increasing in kids like 9 and up, which is a really young age. So we're going to try to reach those kiddos as well. With that, and because we do that every year, we've been hosting the National Survivors of Suicide Loss event. So it's a little bit of a twist on what we typically do. We recommend kids 14 or adults and up. So we don't want anybody under 14. If a parent or guardian thinks that child is mature enough to be there, they certainly are welcome to, but we would definitely leave that up to the guardian. So it is a day event. It's always on the Saturday before Thanksgiving. So this year it's on November 22nd. We have families come in at 11, and then we have a professional speaker talk about moving through the holidays and tips and tricks, and just kind of like, it's okay to tell your family that you're not up for it, or to change your traditions, or put them on board, and that type of professional mental health advice for people who are facing that daunting time of the holidays. You have to think about your lost loved one. So we have a professional speaker, we serve lunch that's provided, and then we have a little activity, and we have a survivor loss, like a loss survivor speak and share their story, which turns typically into a little group discussion. We try to get a local loss survivor who people know, who have been affected by their story as well. That's some amazing speakers in the past. So I'm not sure who our speaker is going to be this year, but we've had some really good ones. So immediately after that event, because I'm also a member of the task force is going to hold a candlelight vigil to have, like a moment of silence and a prayer for people who have lost someone to suicide. So those are upcoming. The vigil will hopefully be weather permitting outside, and our event will be hosted in downtown St. Mary's I'm waiting on confirmation of the location, but we're hoping for Tablespoons. That's where we typically do it. And they've been wonderful. It's a very, not small venue, but it's like medium sized and it's very cozy. The event is very emotional, so we want people to feel comfortable. But it's open to the community. It's free for anybody. And if anybody has any questions, they can reach out to me, and we will hopefully, have it posted in the paper and get some flyers out soon as well.
Thinking about that post-pension,
Mhm.
it is a big piece of the task force, so we work with not just Pension for Sage, where we donate money that from fundraisers that we do, that they can take to family members afterwards, provide support to them, as well as working with people there.
Something that my team also does, we provide correspondence to schools. So anytime that there's a tragedy, be it a suicide or the death of someone, we go into the schools and we work with the school staff, the students. We can work with parents. Really, like, the sky is the limit on like the menu of things that we offer. But we do classroom lessons on grief and loss for children. We can do groups with the teachers. We can just go in and cover a classroom real quick while a teacher is grieving, if they need to support a peer or coworker. So we step in and do that as well. So post-pension is something that unfortunately we do quite frequently, more frequently than we would like to. Because when those tragedies occur, most of the time, the teachers and the admin who are supposed to be organizing and helping everybody figure out what they need to be doing, they're also grieving. And nobody knows what to do in that moment of shock and bereavement. So we kind of step in that moment and we're like, we're here to help. We can do any of these things. You just let us, we're the helping hand. So we just kind of are present in the moment. So we do that a lot. Anytime that there's a loss that affects the students or the staff of the districts, we step in and do that. And that's something that's covered by CE. So they give us a funding. So the schools don't have to pay for that. There's no funding involved with no billing. We just come in and do it.
Definitely portion to the American Foundation.
Yes.
Awesome.
Yeah. So that's completely funded by AFSP, the American Foundation for Suicide Prevention. We just plan the whole thing and they take care of it for us.
That's great. It's great, very interesting stuff. I know the county provided some funding for the coins. So people still want it. Yeah, I've had a lot of comments about them. So again, that's good work. Pat on the back page too as well. So we do have a proclamation that we will okay, so we have a proclamation, whereas Elk County Board of Commissioners supports and approves an annual proclamation for September as Suicide Prevention Month in the county. And suicide is a national public health challenge that causes immeasurable pain among individuals, families, and communities across the county. Whereas in 2023, suicide was the 11th leading cause of death overall in the U.S. There was an estimated 1.5 million suicide attempts. Whereas the Cameron Elk Suicide Prevention Task Force was started in 2021 to focus on raising awareness, reducing stigma, and preserving lives in Cameron and Elk County. Therefore, we, the Elk County Commissioners, proclaim September as Suicide Prevention Month. So I make a motion we pass this proclamation.
I'll second that.
Motion second, all those in favor signify by saying aye. Motion carries. So we hereby make this proclamation. We'll get you a copy when Commissioner Quisenberry can sign it. So next on our agenda, we have a proclamation for Hunger Action Month, ladies. September is also Hunger Action Month. So whereas it's perfect. Whereas hunger and food insecurity issues are issues of vital concern in Elk County, where according to Feeding America, over 3,740 individuals, or 12.1% of the population, experience food insecurity, and 1 in every 6 children do not know where their next meal will come from. Whereas Elk County is committed to taking steps to combat hunger in every corner of our county and provide additional resources to those in need. Whereas the month of September has been designated Hunger Action Month in order to bring attention to the issue of food insecurity in our communities and to mobilize the public in the movement to end hunger. Now therefore, we, the County of Elk Commissioners, do hereby recognize September 25th as Hunger Action Month in Elk County, Pennsylvania. So I make a motion, we approve this proclamation.
Second.
Thank you. Those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. So we have proclamation for that as well. Next on our resolutions, we have a very important resolution. It's a resolution of the County of Elk, number 2025-07. I'll read it aloud. Addressing the consequences of missed Commonwealth budget deadlines. As we know, the state has not passed their budget yet, and it does hurt. Whereas the county, school districts, and municipalities of Pennsylvania must enact timely budgets every year, and whereas Commonwealth of Pennsylvania has missed at least a dozen budget deadlines in the last 25 years. These delays have cost county taxpayers, with counties often not reimbursed for the financial impacts of budget delays. Many counties have been forced to borrow money to continue operations due to these delays. And severe delays in the past have threatened to increase property taxes for county residents, with the potential for this to occur again in 2026. Whereas the failure of the governor and legislature to pass a budget on time exacerbates these issues. And whereas the Pennsylvania House and Senate have had recessed until after Labor Day, which still leaves the counties to guess the entire 12 months of the Commonwealth budget for 2026, which is unjust. Therefore be it resolved that the County of Elk urges the governor and legislature of Pennsylvania to prioritize their responsibilities and work collaboratively to finalize the budget without further delay. Adopted this 18th day of September 2025 by the Board of Commissioners of the County of Elk. I'll look for a motion to approve that resolution.
I'll make that motion.
I will second that motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you. Okay. We have no old business today. Today under new business, we have Lee Newrider, our Register of Deeds, Recorder of Wills, and Clerk of the York Orphans Court here today to talk about a new project, which is comprised by new business number 1 and number 2. Number 1 is a request from Register Recorder for a new is a request from Lee for a new contract with Numo for co-file imaging project for $1,560. Lee, this is step 1 of a one-time project to digitize military discharge papers. Do you have anything else to add for us?
I can just explain that currently we have 8,771 military documents. Of those, majority are DD-214 military discharges, and the remainder of those are separation of service documents. So when someone did not receive a DD-214, we sometimes get their separation documents in place of that. These are confidential documents. They're not available to the public. Since 2007, all the documents that have been recorded are digitized already. So what we're looking at with this project is to digitize those recorded prior to 2007. So it's approximately 8,100 documents. Just 2-stage process. So the first stage is with co-file. They'll actually take our microfilm, which has been included on microfilm. They will use that microfilm to create the digital images. I brought some examples. I can't really pass around because they're confidential. This is a handwritten military discharge, very clear, very easy to read. That was from 1948. Here is a typed one, very clear, very easy to read. And then I brought this wonderful example. So we thankfully don't have a ton of this condition, but we do have them. So Co-File, the contract that we're looking at here, will digitize all of these and they will clean up the images. They will remove the background, they'll remove the dark. Some of the things you'll see on here are actually bleed through from a page that was on the opposite side. So you're reading not only this side, you're getting the print that was actually on the opposite side. So they will clean up a lot of that. And then my existing contractor, my software provider, is now called Numo. They've changed names numerous times. They will then take all those images and import into our system so that when we pull up military discharge in our recorder of deeds database, we'll actually be able to have the image right there. Today, we actually go pull a book off the shelf that's in a secured area in our office. We open the book, we remove the page, we scan the page on the copy machine and put the page back in. So this will not only make it easier for us, but I think the number one reason for doing this project is to have the digital images of all of this stuff backed up. They'll be backed up in our system, backed up here at the county, and then we also do with the PDFA backup of all of our documents. So they'll be backed up to a cloud. So anything we're ever to have in the building, we would have these documents. Right now, we do have them in microfilm form. Unfortunately, can't really find a microfilm reader anymore. So we do have them. We have the documents backed up on microfilm. But if we lost our office books, we'd have no way to have them or this company. It's a one-time fee. Co-File to do the imaging is $3,020.50, and Numo to import the images is $1,560. Currently planning to pay for this out of my record improvement fund, so it's no taxpayer.
It won't be coming out of that.
We're fortunate we've digitized almost everything in our office. We are working right now on our work and support, which is the guardianship records and adoptions and things that are sent to the orphans. We're back into the early 1900s on digitizing those right now, those files. And the last thing that we will have, I mentioned adoptions. Adoptions will be our very last thing to do in the office. Any current adoptions back to probably 2007 are but anything before that is still folded up in little folders in locked file cabinets. We want to make sure that we get all that stuff digitized and back.
That's great. Thank you for that. So one question. So if the military information isn't available to the public, why do you have it? What do you do with it?
So we report these things for the veterans. We report them for free and we provide them certified copies. A DD 214 is almost like your social security number or your birth certificate is a very valuable piece of information. And as everybody is aware, it's easy to lose. We have people moving, people losing them. If they record them, and it's not a requirement to record in our office, it's just a voluntary thing. We can make a certified copy of that. So we have the original, they give it to us, we record it, we scan a copy, record it, we hand the original back to the owner. And then we can certify that we have a copy of the original. We are constantly providing the funeral homes. Someone passes away, they need the information up with the team. Veterans Affairs, bring them there.
So who tells the veteran that they should have it recorded at the courthouse?
Usually when they're discharged, they're told they can do that. And we remind them periodically, any events that I'm at, remind them that we have that capability. Unfortunately, a lot of people have lost their original documents. So I can't help them. I can't record a copy. Because I can't certify that I've seen the original. Which is a sad thing. We work with the VA office in some instances when someone has lost the original, they might be able to get it reissued through the VA and then come to.
I learned several things today. Great day.
So if you recordedly, and they misplace it, they can come to you to get a copy of it. Absolutely, if they would need it, or
Absolutely.
or an entity could contact you to get the info off of it, or is Excellent.
So that brings up a good point. So the other thing that we use it for is not only providing the copy back to people, but as you know, like Ridgeway Borough, Johnsonburg, Fox Township, have all done the military banners. And while we could not provide a copy of the DD-214, we only provide them to next of kin, to the actual person who reported it or their next of kin. That's who we can provide them to. They're classified confidential information. But we were actually able to pull information off of the DD-214 for the banner. So if someone wanted to know what was the period of service, we would gladly look all that stuff up for them, provide that information. Many of the DD-214s have on there the medals that were awarded. So like in Fox Township, they actually included any medals that were awarded to the veteran. We were able to say these were the awards and medals.
It's like a wonderful service for the veterans.
It is. And again, we've always recorded these things for free and we provide copies for free for the veterans.
Great, thank you.
You got it.
So new business number one, look for a motion to approve request for $1,560 for a new contract, new profile imaging project. I will second that motion. All those in favor signify by saying aye. Aye, motion carries. New business number two, request for a new contract with Profile Technologies for $3,020.50.
So moved.
So moved, I'll make that, second that. All those in favor signify by saying aye.
Aye.
Aye, motion carries. Thank you.
I appreciate that. I'll have these signed this afternoon then.
Great.
Get that works.
Thank you, Lee. Thanks for being here. We have no correspondence today. Under good of the county, we welcome and encourage the public to attend our meetings. Today we have our Act 13 grant awards. This is our second of two grant rounds for 2025. Just a little bit. This is funding that we received from the PUC, from the state, for oil and gas activities within the county. Many years ago, what 2012 or 13, when this was enacted, and the commissioners back then started a grant program to distribute funds to the municipalities and nonprofits in the county that were affected. So there are 13 different categories that are eligible to receive this funding. And in 2022, I was here, we surpassed the $1 million mark of funds distributed throughout the county. At that time, we were doing 2 rounds of $50,000 a round, or $100,000 a year. In 2023, we decided to raise the grant round each to $75,000. So each year we give out a total of $150,000. With the awards this fall, we are very close to $1.5 million in funds having been distributed. Over the years, the monies have gone to 120 different organizations in the county. For this round, we received 30 applications with 8 new applicants, which we're always excited to see new applicants. Out of those 30 applications, 19 were awarded. We want to read these out loud? I guess we should. Can I pass these out now? Sure, you can pass this out. Yep.
Okay, for the Jay Township Volunteer Fire Company for a hose dryer, they were awarded $2,600. Ridgeway Fire Department for an emergency generator upgrade, they received an award of $5,750. Tri-County Fire School for renovations and additions to one of their structures at the youth and training, they were awarded $4,000. Bristol Fire Department for a large airbag project, they received $5,750. St. Mary's Area Ambulance Service for portable radios, they received $7,575. J Township Sewage for swing check valves, they received an award of $5,000. Ridgeway Township Municipal Authority for electrical upgrades, $2,500. Ridgeway Borough, for Clarion River access, for them to, put an access into, probably the boat launch.
New launch.
Canoe launch. $2,500. Jones Township Municipal Authority for grinder pump projects for their sewage system, $3,825. Johnsonburg American Legion reconstruction outside of the building, $2,500. Ridgeway Elk Chamber of Commerce for building repair, $2,500. Johnsonburg Knothole Association for an accessibility project, $5,000. St. Mary's Pickleball Association for outdoor courts, $5,000. St. Mary's Disc Golf Association for T-pad installation, $5,000. Elk County Farm Bureau for a PDB Mobile Ag Science Lab, $4,000. Ridgeway Area School District for crisis preparation, $2,500. Fox Township Historical Society for display fixtures, $5,000. Fraternal Order of Eagles, for kitchen renovations, $2,500. I believe that's the Ridgeway Eagles.
Ridgeway, yes.
Cameron Elk Suicide Prevention, the 988 ATA wrap to wrap one of their ATA buses with advertising about 988, $1,500 for a total of $75,000.
So that 988 ATA wrap, that's a brand new project, so we're excited about that one. So Commissioner Quisenberry has worked with Ty, getting that going, so we're excited to see that up and running on the bus. So again, that totals $75,000, and the award letters will be mailed today.
On behalf of Fox Township Historical, thank you so much.
You're welcome.
I didn't see it coming.
Okay, so continuing on, congratulations to the Crystal Fire Department. They've been in existence for 125 years, and I will be attending their banquet next Sunday to present them with a citation. So really does take a community. America 250 PA update. We have a lot going on. Liberty Bell is finished. We got the pack on the bell yesterday. And dedication ceremony is scheduled for November 6th after our regular commissioner meeting. The dedication will be held on the front promenade of the courthouse lawn. The state America 250 PA committee has notified us. Okay, moving on. The state committee has notified us that they're gearing up for the kickoff events in 2026 and have tentatively scheduled an event here in Elk County on January 27th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. I hope the weather's not horrible on January 27th from 6:30 to 8:30 p.m. And we have no details about the event yet, so whatever. Also, Commissioner Quisenberry is working to bring a military fife and drum group to participate in the St. Mary's Memorial Day 2026 parade. And then as a final reminder, the A250PA mini grant applications are due by October 15th. And again, these are small awards. This is a program, a grant award that the county is hosting ourselves. I will be sending, Marilyn did a nice press release for us earlier. The applications are due by October 15th. But I'm gonna be sending out an email reminder to people like the Fox Township Historical Society, the food pantries. If you can think of an event, contest, anything to do to help celebrate the birthday next year, we can award between $250 and $500 for your event. So be thinking of anything you can do, like ride 250 miles on your bicycle. I don't know if you want to ride. If anybody could read 250 books, but I don't know, maybe a patriotic essay contest or anything anybody can think. We're looking for a lot of ideas. we wanna make Elk County, a good place to celebrate the birthday. And those applications are due on October 15th. Thank you, Emily. The Veteran Affairs Office will be closed on September 23rd, 2025, from 12:30 PM to 4 PM due to mandatory training. Please continue to pray for our military personnel, our families and our children, their teachers, all elected officials at peace in the world. Quest-
Comment on the county fire department.
Certainly.
So under the Crystal Fire Department 125th anniversary of being in existence, that is truly a big deal. I think Crystal Fire Department is the longest serving within the county. And we currently have second, third, and even fourth generation families within our fire department. So I mean, that is really amazing that culture keeps going with the families. Same thing with all the other county fire services. So I mean, that is anytime a fire department can meet milestone like that, 50, 75, 100, 125, it is truly a big deal. And we're going to be having a celebration of that, a celebration dinner and recognition dinner and whatnot on September 27th, next Saturday, at the Elk County Catholic High School cafeteria. So we're gonna have a nice dinner, nice band plan to celebrate that. I think Carolyn will be there to cover.
Thank you, Commissioner. So questions from the press?
None today.
Thank you. Comments from taxpayers?
I got one.
Okay,
For those of you who may not be aware, today is Fritz's birthday.
thank you, Pat. Did you want to, thank you. Did you want to sing to me?
Thank you later.
Nobody wants to sing. Thank you, I appreciate it. I do love my birthday. Look for motion to adjourn.
So moved.
So move meeting adjourned. Our next meeting will be 10 AM, October 2nd, right here at this very room.